Untitled Dash. I'm speaking with Chase.
Yes, nice to meet you,
Nice
Dash.
to meet you too. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, that's good to hear. All right,
Yeah.
so how was your day earlier? Can you tell me?
Actually, I worked today, but I didn't have much things to work, so
Mm-hmm.
I I just it was just relaxing day today.
Oh, that's very good to hear. All right.
Yeah.
I can hear in your voice you're very relaxed.
Oh,
So I think
really?
yeah, so I think overall it's a good Thursday for you.
Yeah, might be
All right. Okay.
good
So
Thursday.
uh I just want to ask you first, do you want to do some free talking or you've prepared an article that you want to discuss?
Um, I don't know. I just well,
Okay. What if we start with um introductions? You tell me something about yourself, I'll tell something about myself, and then we go from there. How about that?
all right. And
Okay.
yeah, let me introduce first. And
Sure.
my name is Chase,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm in uh, my middle 30s. 30s. Actually, I'm 35 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and I have my wife and one daughter, and and I'm working in a company, and I'm the man who provides for my family. So there is no one to uh, work for my work for supporting my family aside from me. That means I'm
Oh.
only working.
Well, oh, I see. So, well, I congratulate you for that. That's something you should be proud of, that you are the breadwinner. Are you aware of that term?
Breadwinner?
Yeah.
What is that?
Okay.
Bread.
This, yeah. This is a term this is a word that describes a person who supports their family. They're the main supporter in the family.
Alright. Breadwinner.
Hmm.
Okay.
So,
So I'm a breadwinner.
yes, you're a breadwinner.
Alright,
You're the
alright.
breadwinner for the family.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Did that word? No, I haven't heard of breadwinner before.
Oh, you haven't
I
heard.
haven't heard.
Oh,
Bread is a kinda bread, right?
yes,
Yeah,
that's
we can
true.
eat, yeah, bread, and yeah, winner is a winner. So
Mm-hmm.
what do you is there any connection with bread and winner for that word?
Oh, so
Uh,
it's it's a really, let's say, although the words bread and winner are not related in any logical way,
or
um, you
bread
could
winner?
you could probably uh, let's say you can imagine that bread is a symbol for um,
Ah,
the
yeah,
needs. Yeah.
meat,
So you,
yeah.
so you provide for the needs of the family. So
Ah,
if in a literal sense, it's something like that.
alright, alright. There are three essential things for human to live in the world. Eat,
Yes.
no, not eating and wearing clothes and
Mm-hmm.
some a place to live, right? So
Yes,
bread
that's
could be a meal and winner, whatever. Alright, just I memorized the word in this way. Alright,
well,
alright.
yeah. Well, at least you were able to get the meaning of the word.
Okay.
Okay, so
And
that's mhm.
yeah, uh, that was all. I don't know. Just I alright. I will introduce a little bit more
Okay.
about myself.
Sure, go
I
ahead.
yeah I have uh, been working in a company for 7 years. The company
Mhm.
is the yeah. No, I haven't changed any jobs and companies, so
Ah, I
that
see.
means yeah I'm I've been working at the same company for
That's
seven
good.
years. Yeah.
That's good. So, I think the fact that you stayed with the company for 7 years means that you love your job.
No.
Oh, okay. Uh,
Actually, I tried to change my jobs and my
uh-huh.
company as well, but I couldn't make it. So now I'm still working here. But
Mm.
I'm not always trying to be happy with working
Oh,
here.
I see.
So I think it's working.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, but you're still happy that you're able to provide for the family, right?
Yeah, right. That's right. That's true.
Okay.
And my daughter is 4 years old,
Mhm.
and yeah, I think she is pretty. Uh, I mean, uh, she's not a baby, and she is. How can I say?
Mhm.
She can do what she wants
Oh,
now.
she can.
Yeah, and she can
She.
listen to us. She can understand
Uh-huh.
what we are saying in Korean.
Mhm.
So now we it it's been becoming much easier for raising my children than before. So that is a good thing for me and my wife.
I see. Yeah, I agree. Would agree if your children would, they're at that age, they have this, uh, they're you could say they're very independent already, um, and they can do what they want. Correct?
Yeah, yeah, right, independent.
Mm-hmm.
But she's always looking for my wife, though. But yeah, we could say just compared to the past years, not past year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just past year. Alright. Anyway, so that's all.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for your introduction. So,
And what
for
about you?
my
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for asking. So for me, my name is Teacher Dash. Um, I've been teaching English for almost a year now.
Mm-hmm.
But this is my first time teaching Korean to Korean students.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I've taught before, but they were in a school setting. So I've taught uh, people from China, Indonesia, Middle East, and Africa. They're students from other countries. They go here, and as part of their uh, school, let's say as part of their way of surviving in another country, they have to learn English, and this that's what I teach them. So
Alright.
another thing is I'm already 26 years old. I just turned 26 last week.
Uh-huh.
Um, I like to I like to drink.
Alright. So
Yeah,
your
and
birthday was last week,
yeah,
right? I mean,
last week. Yeah, last
uh,
week Thursday.
last week Thursday. So you didn't come to Mint Company, right?
I'm sorry.
No, no, no. You were not here last week, right?
Oh, I was already here last week.
Ah, really? So you
Yeah.
were celebrated on your birthday by
Uh,
your coworkers or Mint staff?
yeah. Well, I celebrated my birthday. What happened is um I drank with my friends.
Uh-huh.
uh, actually with a new set of teachers, the ones for under evaluation. So
Who
we
who's that?
we Oh, sorry, the other teachers
Serenity?
that came to mind. Serenity.
No.
Uh, who who which teachers did you already had class with
Uh,
for this week?
Brad.
Brad, yes. Although he didn't come with us. Um,
He was really comic guy. You know, he
oh,
was a really funny
for
guy.
Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah, Brad is really funny. He makes a lot of jokes when he's
Right,
uh
right,
when
right.
when we're at break. Okay, yeah, that was what happened last week. So I
All right,
celebrated my birthday by going out with my
all,
friends.
all right. Anyway, yeah, congratulations. Even it's a little bit late.
Yeah. What happened is after we went drinking, I already went home and I had uh I had to rest. I think that's I think that's a good day to celebrate my birthday. Just drink, then just go home for rest.
All right,
Well, in my opinion.
all right. Congratulations on your
Thank you very
last
much.
birthday. Yeah.
All right.
And I have a
Okay.
question. Where did you teach people like like people you just told me?
Oh, yeah,
Indonesia, Chinese, yeah, Africa people,
I taught at university. So,
university.
yes. Um,
So, yeah, you say that they had to learn English for surviving.
yeah, it's part of their although it's part of the curriculum, but when I explain it to them, um, I explain it like they really need to learn English because it's a very good tool, it's a very good skill to have, so that when they leave the country, and they go to other places,
Hmm.
they would be able to communicate with anyone who also knows English.
So, yeah, they were taught by you in the Philippines or in the other countries in the
Oh,
Philippines.
in the Philippines, yes.
So,
They come
yeah,
to the Philippines.
so they came to Philippines for learning English, only for learning English.
Oh, no, not only learning English. So part of their degrees, uh,
Alright.
of their courses, they have to take English as a subject, and I teach it to them.
Uh-huh. Okay. So was there any Korean in the class with you?
Oh,
No.
we didn't have on that
Hmm.
short 1 year that I was teaching English.
Hmm.
I didn't have any Korean students.
So have you seen any Korean in the university when you were in the place? Have you
Yeah,
seen any Korean student? I mean,
yeah,
from your university?
I saw Korean students in the universities, although they were in a different class and um, they never got to attend my classes.
Uh-huh. All right.
Hmm.
All right. I was just curious, so I just asked you.
So yeah, that's my short introduction. So
Mm-hmm.
um,
That's good.
okay, let's talk about your. Do you have hobbies?
Yes, I do. My favorite hobby is to play soccer. Not watch
Oh,
soccer, just play soccer. Playing soccer is my favorite one.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I ask if you're part of
Position,
a,
like
a
war,
team in
art team,
Korea, like a national team,
a
or
national
not?
team
Yeah.
that I like, or
Oh, like if you played for a team, for a national team in Korea.
if I play for national team. I'm not a professional player.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You thought that I was an athlete?
Yeah, I
So,
thought you were an
oh my
athlete.
god. I said it was my favorite hobby. Uh,
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, you
yeah,
have a point. Sometimes, some other people would say that it's their hobby, but in actuality, they they're professional at that hobby. the hobby. Well, that's just my opinion. But anyway,
Yeah,
thank you
yeah.
for clearing that up.
Yeah, I'm a worker, as I said. I've been working in a company for 7 years, and so I cannot be an athlete. I cannot do two. I cannot have two jobs.
Okay,
You
I
know.
understand. I understand. And
And even
I
yeah, I don't have any, not any. I don't have enough professional skills to be an athlete. It's really
uh,
difficult. Yeah,
I
to
do
be.
apologize if
Yeah.
if
I don't
I
know. Worries. That's alright. Alright. So
Sorry.
what's your favorite hobby?
Okay, for my hobby, I like it's actually mundane. It's um it's reading books. I like reading books.
Reading books?
Yes.
Oh my God, you don't look like reading books so much. Sorry.
Actually, that's
Let's
okay. Uh,
excuse.
no, that's okay. So I read a lot of books and
Wow.
anything that entertains me. I also read anything off from the internet. I spend a good amount of time um spending I like to spend my time online and just read anything that I want.
What about the paper book? You also
Paper
read a
books.
lot of paper books?
I also read a lot of paper books,
Uh-huh.
especially fiction. I like fiction.
Fiction. Alright. So, are there many fictions from Philippines? I mean,
Um,
written in Philippines?
yes, so there is a lot of fiction books in the Philippines. We have, let's say, uh, some books written by local authors. Some of them are very young, actually.
Uh-huh.
They write about. Uh, it's very it's very shameful to admit it, but I also read teenage romance books.
Alright.
It's fun to make yourself feel young again. But yeah, that's some of the books I
Okay.
read.
Yeah, that's a good thing for you, reading
Uh,
books. Yeah.
so yeah, that's just some of my this is some of the books that I like to read. So how about you? Do you like reading books or
Uh, Not at all.
not really?
Not at all. I don't yeah, read any books
Oh, okay.
recently.
So,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. All right. So you're just I mean you're a very active person, I guess, because you like to play soccer.
Not really, but
Not
just
really.
I just like to play soccer, and that's all. Just a normal. I'm just a normal person. I mean, I'm not uh, I'm not interact. What was that? I forgot the words.
Uh,
Person, yeah, who is very who is not very active and who is not very talkative, and there is a word for that meaning, but I forgot. Extra blah blah blah. Extravagant? No, no. Intro,
introverted,
introvert,
introvert.
introvert. What was that?
Intro.
Introverted. Yeah, yeah. I'm not the kind of introvert person, and I'm not the kind of
Mm-hmm.
extrovert
Oh,
person.
so you're somewhere in between.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah, we have a term for that. We have a word. I think this is the word.
Typical, general,
Ambivert.
ambivert.
So it's
Yeah.
somewhere between being an introvert and
Mm-hmm.
an extrovert. So yeah.
So I could be
Uh,
both aspects, right?
yeah, sometimes you could be both.
Uh-huh. All right. I got it.
Hmm. Uh, okay.
Introvert. So, uh, how do you know about? these words ambivert. When did you learn this rule?
Uh, okay. Yeah. For my vocabulary, if you're asking how I got to know more words, I kept that's the advantage of being a person who likes to read books because
Uh-huh.
if I come across a word that I don't know, I take them down and then try to find the meaning um, in the dictionary if I have time.
So
Yeah.
it's gonna take a long time if you have many vocabularies that you don't know. But there
Um,
must be a lot of words that you don't know in the fiction novel or fiction books. There must
mhm,
be, but you are always trying to find the meaning of words
mhm.
by looking for dictionary or some
Yeah.
internet.
Um, sometimes, um, if you really, let's say, it depends on the books you choose to read. And there are some fiction books that use words that are very hard to understand.
Yeah,
So, especially if the book is somewhat related to technology, um, it's going to take a while for me to understand some of the words.
yeah,
So I start with, um, let's say, trying to understand how a word, um, what a word means if it's used in a sentence.
yeah,
Do you understand what?
yeah. I understand what it is, but even though, even if uh, you do like that way, but it's really easy for people uh, who is not a native, who is not native speakers to forget the meaning of words that you just learned.
Mm-hmm,
No, I think so. So for me, when whenever I see vocabularies that I didn't know before, and
mm-hmm,
I just search for the meaning,
mm-hmm.
uh, but it already became a daily habit. But I don't
Well,
remember everything.
that's good. If if you try to make it a habit, let's say give 10 or 10 minutes, 10 minutes a day to um, try to recall um, words that you haven't seen before, or let's say you can try writing. Do you like writing?
No, I don't like writing and reading actually.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. If you don't like writing and reading, you can try to. Um, do you like watching movies?
uh, yeah, but
Yeah.
with transcription, Korean transcription. If I
Yeah.
watch an American drama or American movie,
Hmm.
I always just see the transcription, not listening to them. Just I listen to some music and listen to uh, background voice, not background voice, background music or some,
Hmm.
how can I say, the uh, sound, bum bum, like oh, I don't know the word. Anyway, I don't listen to English.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, you're still attending classes, so that's a good thing. This is um, learning English online is already an investment. Uh, you you will be able to benefit from this in the future. You just have to, I think, talk and talk. Um, don't be afraid of making mistakes
Right,
because
right.
when I was young, English is not my, I'm a non-native English speaker, but I like reading books that time and writing. But most of all, if I'm not reading and writing, I'm watching um, anything in English, and
uh,
that's I got used to it over the years, just watching every day, and that's where I learned to speak and write in English.
all right,
So I
I
think
got it.
you, I think you can still get, there are ways, there are several ways you can learn English and enjoy it while doing so.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Actually,
So,
yeah, no. Um,
are, are
actually, I've read one article for this class, but we we
we
were not
didn't
able
get,
to, yeah, even
yeah.
start. But that was alright. It was nice
Well,
talking to you.
it's okay. We still have like a good 4 minutes. We could use 2 minutes. Just let's say I ask you one question and then
All
you
right.
provide me one answer. That's we can go with that. What article did you read?
It was what was the homework free month. Homework free month.
Homework free month. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, this is very interesting. We don't have this in the Philippines. Okay, so okay, let me ask you, what did you understand from the article?
According to the article, uh, some countries are trying to get uh, ban after school work
Mhm.
for their students, and
Mhm.
they found there is already proof of
Mhm.
the benefits of uh, banning or can without, yeah, homework for students, and the in a couple of years, and some country will fulfill the
Mhm.
educational system for that,
Mhm.
and it will help students who under a lot of stress from
Mhm.
homework. um, um, that's all.
Well, I think I think you already, for me, you already understand my opinion, you already understand the article, what the article is trying to say. So, yeah, do you agree that if ever they ban the homework in Korea, do you think the students would perform better at school?
It depends on, yeah, students. If they really focused on their regular class at school,
Mhm.
and they studied really hard for those
Mhm.
classes, and they they could get, no, they could learn lots of things, even though they don't do homework after school.
Mhm.
But otherwise, um, some students don't come up, not don't follow others. I don't know, but I agree with this system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it saves the students a lot of time and it lets them do other things at home instead of schoolwork. So,
yeah,
yeah,
wow.
good answer. Um, we already have our time is almost up.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
I actually enjoyed the time we had together for class. I hope you do. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to leave some comments on our feedback box. Then you can just read them at the end of the day. That's just it for now. I hope I'll have you in the next few days so that we could talk more about other things. Thank you very much for your time, Chase, and you as well for tonight.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right,
Dashi.
goodbye.
Bye.